Hey everybody, and welcome back to Sip and Talk. And today we're tackling something I think we can all relate to.
I think so.
Sleep positions.
Oh yeah, big one.
You know, left side, right side, does it even matter? And I, for one, I'm a total side sleeper, but
oh yeah,
I wake up in some interesting positions. Let's just say that.
I can relate.
But I was reading this article on MickyPen.
Okay.
And it got me thinking because it basically said that medical experts don't really have like a definitive answer on which side is better. Right. Like, you think we'd have this figured out?
By now, yeah, you would.
Yeah, hundreds of years of sleeping?
Exactly.
What they're saying, no.
Nope.
It's not that simple.
Well, and this MickyPen article, they actually quote a sleep specialist, Dr. Lin.
Okay.
And he's saying there's just not enough large-scale research.
Really?
Yeah, to say for sure if one side's better for everybody.
So all those years of trying to force myself onto my left side were for nothing.
Well, hold on now.
Oh.
There are some exceptions.
Okay.
So the article does say that certain conditions can make a big difference.
Okay, let's hear it.
All right. So, for example, pregnant women.
Yeah.
A lot of times they're advised to sleep on their left side.
Interesting.
And there's a specific reason for that.
Okay.
It has to do with blood flow.
Oh.
So if they sleep on their right side,
Yeah.
it can put pressure on a major vein called the inferior vena cava.
Say that 5 times fast.
Oh, I don't even...
Inferior vena cava.
A mouthful.
Okay, inferior vena cava. What does that do?
So basically that carries blood back to the heart.
Okay.
And when you have that pressure from lying on that side, it can reduce blood flow.
I see.
And that obviously impacts, both the mother and the baby.
Wow. So it's not just about comfort.
Right.
It's about what's happening internally.
Exactly.
So what other conditions make a difference?
Well, sleep apnea is a big one.
Okay.
Now, with sleep apnea, their breathing stops and starts all night. And side sleeping, it turns out, on either side actually helps keep those airways open.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
So it's not about picking the side, just got to get off your back.
Yeah, avoid the back.
Are there any where one side really is better than the other?
There can be.
Okay.
So like a deviated septum.
Now remind me what that is.
So that's when the wall between your nostrils.
Okay.
The nasal septum is kind of crooked or off-center.
Oh, okay.
So that can make breathing tricky.
Yeah, I bet.
And if you have that, you'll probably find it easier to breathe while you're sleeping.
I would imagine.
On the side where your nasal passage is less obstructed.
Right. Makes total sense.
Yeah.
Just got to find that clear pathway.
Exactly.
What about scoliosis? I think the article mentioned that too.
Yeah. So severe scoliosis, which is a curvature of the spine, sometimes needs specific sleep positions.
Oh, I see.
Just to avoid too much pressure on the lungs.
Wow. So we've got pregnancy, we've got sleep apnea, deviated septum, severe scoliosis, all these things where the side you sleep on matters.
Right.
What about all that other stuff you see online, though?
Yeah, like what?
About side sleeping, like, one side helps with lymphatic drainage, the other one strains your heart.
Oh, yeah, all those rumors.
Is there any truth to that?
Well, actually, Dr. Lin addresses that in the MickyPen article.
Okay.
He says those claims are largely unfounded.
Really?
Yeah, unless there's significant pressure like what you see with the developing fetus in pregnancy.
Okay.
Your lymphatic system, your heart, they're designed to work just fine.
Regardless.
But we're not just relying on one source for this deep dive, are we?
Oh, of course not.
We got to get multiple perspectives.
Always.
So we actually found another source
Okay.
that talks about the potential pros and cons of both sides, left or right side sleeping.
All right.
And I thought it'd be interesting to see how that compares to what Dr. Lin was saying.
Yeah. So what are some of the takeaways from that second source? Does it line up with the MickyPen article at all?
So there's definitely some overlap.
Okay.
And a few places where they have different takes.
Interesting.
So for example, both of them agree that sleeping on your right side can make GERD worse.
Okay. GER being...
Gastroesophageal reflux disease.
Oh, right. Heartburn.
Exactly.
Okay. So they agree on that one.
Yep. And the second source actually even cited a study that backs up the benefits of sleeping on your left side if you have GERD.
So that lines up with what Dr. Lin was saying.
Yeah, exactly.
Gotcha. Okay. So where do these sources differ then?
Well, the second source claims that sleeping on your left side is better for digestion because of how your stomach is positioned.
Okay.
But interestingly, Dr. Lin, he didn't find strong evidence for that.
So more research needed, maybe.
Yeah, possibly.
Okay. So we've got some consensus, some debate, lots of interesting info.
Lots to unpack.
I think the biggest takeaway so far is don't stress about finding that perfect side. It's about figuring out what feels best for you.
And remember, we all shift positions throughout the night anyway. It's not like we're staying glued to one side all night.
Right. I wish.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
If only we could just stay perfectly still.
Exactly.
I'm still wrapping my head around the fact that there's no universal best side to sleep on.
Right. More of a choose-your-own-adventure situation, I guess.
Exactly.
Speaking of choosing.
Yeah.
What about you? What's your go-to? Are you a side sleeper? Do you mix it up?
Oh, I'm definitely a side sleeper. Tried training myself to sleep on my back. Thought it would be better for posture and all that.
Yeah.
Always end up curled up on my side again. Like, my body has a mind of its own.
It really is like we're programmed a certain way.
It is.
And, this whole side sleeping thing got me thinking about athletes.
Oh.
Do you think they have preferred sleep positions?
Oh, interesting.
Based on their sport or maybe to help with recovery?
That's a great question. I'm not aware of any specific research on that. But it makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, you think about runners.
Right, so much stress on their legs.
Exactly. So maybe certain positions would be better for muscle recovery?
Yeah. It's a whole untapped area of sports science.
It really is.
Sleep coaches, sleep positions. Who knew?
Imagine training regimens based on sleep positions. That'd be wild.
Right. Forget early morning practices. Just get your sleep position right.
Exactly.
Speaking of all this, I got to make a confession.
Oh.
Remember all those online rumors we talked about?
Yeah.
Well, I might have fallen for one.
Which one got you?
Okay, so remember how some people say sleeping on your left side helps with digestion?
Yeah, we were just talking about that.
Well, yeah, this time I was convinced it was the key to no more bloating.
Really?
I even bought one of those huge body pillows.
No way.
To try and keep myself on my left side.
Oh, wow. Dedication.
I was committed.
And how'd it go?
Not well.
Ah.
I felt like a beached whale trying to stay in one position.
It's hard.
And the bloating. Still there.
So much for that theory.
Right. That body pillow is now living a quiet life in my guest room.
That's hilarious.
It's a good reminder, though, to take those online claims with a grain of salt.
It really is.
Sometimes the simplest answer is best, listen to your body, find what's comfortable, get enough sleep.
Words to live by.
But now my mind's racing. What if we take this whole sleep position thing to the extreme?
Okay. I'm listening.
Like beyond left or right.
Right.
What if there's a secret sleep position out there that unlocks superhuman abilities?
Ooh, I like where this is going.
Right. Like sleep upside down, wake up fluent in another language.
Now, that would be amazing.
Right.
Although not sure how practical it would be to hang from the ceiling all night.
Maybe that's why bats are so good at echolocation.
Their secret sleep position superpower.
Maybe we've been approaching this all wrong.
Right. Ditch the beds, embrace our inner bat.
Who needs a sleep tracker when you've got echolocation?
You've got a point.
I think we need to get creative.
Agreed.
Deep divers. I'm putting it out there. What's the most outlandish sleep position-based superpower you can think of?
Ooh, good one.
Share your ideas in the comments. We'll pick our favorites.
Fun.
Who knows? Maybe we'll even try a few out.
Not the upside down one, though, right?
Probably not that one.
Yeah, let's leave that one to the bats.
But since we're already kind of on this athlete train of thought,
yeah.
Remember how we were saying maybe athletes could benefit from certain sleep positions?
Yeah, sleep training for gold medals.
Exactly.
Wouldn't it be cool if we could actually optimize sleep to enhance abilities?
Right, like next level training regimens.
It'd be fascinating to see if there are real connections between sleep position and performance.
Especially in different sports, right?
Oh, for sure.
Like maybe sleeping on your left side gives swimmers an edge?
Or maybe a certain position helps basketball players jump higher.
Deep divers, if you've noticed a difference in your athletic performance based on how you sleep, let us know.
Yeah, we need all the data we can get.
This is a deep dive investigation waiting to happen.
Definitely. But for now, we're going to take a quick break.
All right, sounds good.
And when we come back in part 3, we'll be putting all this knowledge into action. I'll be sharing tips for finding that perfect sleep position.
Awesome.
And we'll talk about how to create a sleep sanctuary.
A sleep sanctuary. I love it.
So you wake up feeling refreshed and ready to conquer the day.
Don't miss it. Deep divers. We'll be right back. We're back and ready to wrap up our sleep position saga.
I know, right? So much to think about.
So much. But let's get practical now.
Okay.
What are your top tips for actually finding that perfect sleep position?
Okay, so first things first.
Okay.
Let go this idea that there's one right answer.
Got it.
It's all about experimenting and figuring out what works best for you.
Okay, so no sleep rule book.
Exactly.
But how do we even start Do we need like a sleep lab in our bedroom or something?
Not quite.
Okay, good.
Start by paying attention to how you naturally fall asleep and how you feel when you wake up.
Oh.
So if you tend to wake up on your side, even if you went to sleep on your back, that's your body giving you a clue.
It's like our own personal sleep detective.
Exactly.
So if we're waking up with aches and pains, maybe it's time to switch things up.
Exactly. Try switching sides. Maybe use pillows to support your body better.
Pillows. Oh, yeah. I'm all about the pillows.
So if you're a side sleeper, try putting a pillow between your knees.
Okay.
That can really help align your spine and take the pressure off your hips.
Good tip. Good tip. What about those full body pillows? Are those worth the hype?
They can be.
Okay.
Especially for side sleepers and pregnant women.
I see.
They give you a lot of support and can help prevent you from rolling onto your back or stomach.
Oh, right. If that's something you're trying to avoid.
Exactly.
Gotcha. Okay, so body pillows, check. Any other sleep position hacks you can share?
Well, we talked about how sleeping on your left side can help with GERD.
Yep.
But you can also try propping yourself up with extra pillows to elevate your head and chest.
Oh, interesting.
It can really help reduce those nighttime heartburn symptoms.
That's a good one. I'm going to tell all my friends with heartburn about that one.
Spread the word.
For sure. So we've talked about pillows positions, but what about the sleep environment in general?
Yeah, that's huge.
Does that matter?
Creating a relaxing sleep environment is so important, like a sleep sanctuary.
Okay, sleep sanctuary. I like that.
Yeah.
My bedroom's more like a, where did I leave my clean clothes disaster zone?
We've all been there.
Right.
But seriously, think about things like temperature, light, and noise.
Yeah.
A cool, dark and quiet room is ideal.
Blackout curtains for the win.
Always.
Those are a game changer.
And don't forget about your mattress and pillows.
Oh, yeah, the foundation.
They're so important for good sleep.
Yeah, for sure.
A good mattress can last for years, but pillows, you should replace those every year or two.
Oh, really? I'm so bad about holding on to pillows.
It's time for an upgrade.
Okay, pillows on the shopping list. What about all the sleep gadgets, though? Are weighted blankets legit?
They can be helpful. That gentle pressure can be really calming and soothing.
It's like a big hug.
Exactly.
A hug I can take to bed with me.
They're not a miracle cure for everyone, but they can be a nice addition to your sleep routine.
Okay, so weighted blanket, maybe?
Yeah.
And speaking of routine, is that important?
Routine's key.
The elusive sleep routine.
Yeah.
I keep trying to be that person who has a relaxing bedtime ritual, but then I just end up scrolling on my phone.
I know it's so easy to get sucked in. But try incorporating some calming activities into your evening, like a warm bath, reading a book, listening to music.
Yeah, okay.
Even small changes can make a difference.
You're making me sleepy just talking about it.
Mission accomplished.
Right. But seriously, prioritizing good sleep is so important.
It is.
It makes a difference.
You feel better. You think more clearly. You're more productive.
Sleep, the ultimate life hack.
I love it.
Right. Deep divers. It's time to put all this sleep wisdom to work.
Yes.
Create your own sleep sanctuaries. Experiment. Find what works best for you. Sleep isn't a luxury. It's essential.
Couldn't agree more.
Well, thanks for joining us on this sleep-filled journey.
It's been fun.
And before we go, make sure to check out Mickytolife on YouTube.
Yes.
Perfect channel to wind down with after a good night's sleep.
Absolutely.
Travel vlogs, whiskey reviews, cocktail recipes, all kinds of fun stuff.
Tell them we sent you.
Until next time, deep divers, sleep well and sweet dreams.